Right now, staying warm this winter, what local shelters are doing to keep people out of the cold.
Plus, banning gender-affirming care, the challenge is being heard by the United States Supreme Court.
And detecting harmful chemicals. We'll tell you how UW-Madison is working to keep soldiers safe. That's all straight ahead tonight on News 3 Now at 10.
It has been a windy day, and it has caused our temperatures to drop.
Oh, yeah, that wind cuts right through you tonight. Blaze is out on the weather patio. Oh, and look, a little snow falling as well.
Isn't it nice out there tonight, Blaze?
It is, you know what, the wind right now at least has died down, so it is nice for the moment that I am outside. But yeah, a little snow fell between the 6 and our 10 o'clock show, and where the snow fell this evening, it will likely stay there into your day tomorrow, but we're not anticipating a whole lot in the way of snow. Actually, if we take a look at the satellite and radar, it's pretty quiet out there. We did have a few snow squall warnings issued across central and southern Wisconsin where those white boxes are. Juneau and Adams County, you are only two counties within our coverage area that really were in a snow squall, and we have a whole write-up about what a snow squall is, because they're not new, but the warnings are actually relatively new, and you can go on over to our website under the Beyond the Barometer section and read all about it if you want. But right now, a lot of that snow has really wrapped up. Maybe just a few lingering flurries out near Clinton in southeastern Rock County, and then off towards Powers Lake, just over the Walworth County border there. So we saw the snow activity really wrap up because our high pressure system is moving on in. It's brought down some of those cold wind chills. It already feels like it's 12 below zero in Viroqua. 6 below zero is what it feels like in Madison, 9 below zero in the Dells. And it's going to continue to feel cold, if not colder, as we go into the morning hours on Thursday. As you're sending the kids off to school or you're heading off to work, no, it may feel anywhere between 10 to 15, 20 degrees below zero. But we are anticipating quieter conditions. Temperatures are going to hang out in those low teens to upper single digits. We're tracking the return of 50s, though, in the full forecast.
All right, Blaze, thank you. These cold temperatures also mean it is an extreme weather night for overnight shelters across Madison. Porchlight Men's Emergency Shelter on Zaire Road will not be turning anyone away overnight to help people experiencing homelessness stay out of the dangerously cold conditions. The center's capacity is technically around 250 guests, but the manager says the number hasn't been that low since they first opened this location. Porchlight's manager is expecting to see about 340 people tonight.
We've just seen more and more people come in despite our housing first approach, which is to get people into housing as soon as possible. These mental health, substance abuse, inflation, barriers to getting housing isn't going anywhere. So we're just seeing more and more people come in every year.
The shelter's intake hours are from 5 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. The Salvation Army Women's Shelter is located at 620 East Washington Avenue and also has check-in hours from 5 to 8:30 p.m.
A weekend fire in Madison leaves 2 people injured. Fire officials say it happened a little before 12:30 on Saturday on South Ingersoll Street. Arriving crews found smoke and flames coming from items belonging to an encampment there. Those flames were estimated to be 10 to 15 feet high. 2 people were injured, one being sent to a nearby hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. The cause of the fire remains under investigation. A former Ripon area fire district chief is accused of using the district's credit card to make thousands of dollars worth of personal purchases. Tim Saul is charged with 3 counts of fraudulent use of a credit card. The alleged purchases total over $42,000 and range from 2016 until Saul retired in 2022. He's expected to make an initial court appearance later this month.
The Madison Fire Department shares some tips to keep your home safe this holiday season. Today, MFD teamed up with the National Fire Sprinkler Association for a live burn demo. The organization shared how simple mistakes like leaving candles unattended can have significant consequences. The Madison Fire Department's fire marshal says with most household items being made out of plastic nowadays, fires can turn deadly in a matter of minutes.
You know, we used to talk about people having 17 minutes to get out of a home before we reach that flashover scenario. Now we're talking it's less than 2 minutes, okay? So the time is of the essence to get out of the home. You don't have a whole lot of time to gather anything. So we want you to get yourself, get your family members, and get out of the house and call 911.
The Madison Fire Department says that the top 3 cooking fire days for any year are Thanksgiving, Christmas Eve, and Christmas Day.
Donald Trump's transition team is considering options to replace Pete Hegseth in the event that he is not confirmed as Secretary of Defense. According to multiple sources familiar with the discussions, the names under consideration are Iowa Senator Joni Ernst, and Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, and Tennessee Senator Bill Hagerty. Those sources said Ernst is widely viewed as willing to accept the role and, most importantly, confirmable.
The nation's highest court heard its highest profile case of the fall today, diving headfirst into the issue of transgender rights. Last year, Tennessee Republicans voted to make it illegal for transgender youth to be prescribed certain medications or treatments for gender dysphoria. In a challenge to the ban, attorneys for the Biden administration and 3 transgender youth are arguing for the justices to declare that state's law unconstitutional. The state's lawyers argue that lawmakers were justified in restricting this type of medical care for people under the age of 18.
The law imposes an across-the-board rule that allows the use of drugs and surgeries for some medical purposes, but not for others. Its application turns entirely on medical purpose, not a patient's sex. That is not sex discrimination.
This is a law that bans medical treatment only when it is prescribed inconsistent with an individual's sex. Our argument is that that treats people differently because of their sex.
A growing number of state laws targeting transgender care have been enacted in recent years with a particular focus on minors, though the community makes up a small fraction of the American public. It was featured prominently during the 2024 election.
More and more people are using continuous glucose monitors, and doctors say that may be for the better. Continuous glucose monitors stick to the arm and provide near real-time information on blood sugar. This year, the FDA approved devices made by Dexcom and Abbott for use by people who don't use insulin. Cardiologists say higher levels of blood sugar in anyone can be toxic to blood vessels and impact health, so these devices can benefit everyone, especially athletes.
When you have a monitor on and if it sends a signal to you to tell you to take some food in at that time, that can be extremely helpful to keep both a professional athlete, but even an average athlete, to keep them functioning at a higher level.
The biosensors are now available without a prescription for about $89 a month out of pocket.
New research has found a history of lead in gasoline may be linked to tens of millions of mental health conditions in the U.S. According to the study, some people who are already at risk are more likely to develop diagnosable disorders sooner. The U.S. did not start phasing out lead in gasoline until the 1980s, but by then the U.S. Energy Information Administration says it had already created decades of harm. Coca-Cola is changing its sustainability goals, and that is upsetting many environmental activists. It now has a goal of using 35% to 40% of recycled material in its packaging by 2035. However, that's a reduction from its previous goal of 50% by 2030. Coca-Cola says the change is based on what's been learned through years of sustainability work and assessing progress and challenges.
Doctors are warning Americans about whooping cough after a record number of cases have been seen now in the U.S. Cases of whooping cough exploding, with at least 577 cases reported nationwide for the week ending November 23rd. That is 10 times as many as a year ago. The Tdap vaccine is recommended for pregnant people in the 3rd trimester to pass some protection on to their babies who cannot be vaccinated until they are 2 months old. But doctors say part of the problem with the rise in cases is anti-vaccine sentiment.
Well, we're seeing an increase in non-medical exemptions for vaccination, a decrease in vaccination rates, and that is partly why we're seeing an increase in this vaccine-preventable disease.
If untreated, whooping cough can lead to pneumonia, infections, even death. The CDC says it usually takes about 5 to 10 days for symptoms to appear after being exposed to the illness.
UW-Madison biochemists have developed a new method that could help detect harmful chemicals and toxins quicker. The U.S. military approached UW-Madison biochemistry professor Vatsan Raman with developing a test to help soldiers find environmental hazards. Researchers know that proteins already have this function and helped make them do the job more effectively. The proteins were observed detecting breast cancer drugs anti-malarial compounds, and even opioid drugs in 5 to 15 minutes.
This is now a field usable device that, say, a first responder could potentially use.
Unlike television, you can't do a talk screen, right, and get it back in 45 minutes. Some of these things take days. This will potentially speed up patient care significantly.
UW researchers say the Air Force research labs have now taken over, turning this project into portable biosensors for the field. Well, still to come tonight at 10, Blaze will tell us about the even colder conditions heading our way.
And a manhunt underway in New York City, the search for the gunman who shot a healthcare CEO. That's next at 10.
Welcome to Dwellings, Madison's best kept secret for beautiful furniture, sofas, chairs, and recliners, sectionals, and fun accessories. Shop our Fitchburg showroom today.
It's the Get Holiday Ready sales event with the Ford crew.
Maverick, Ranger.
Another truckload of trucks?
Big event needs a big selection. Right, like the Ford F-Series. Best-selling trucks for 47 years. Gas, hybrid, electric, and big selection means great deals. Exactly, which means it's the best time to buy.
Choose Flex Buy on F-150 and get 1.9% APR financing for 66 months, plus 1,000 Flex Buy and 1,000 holiday bonus cash. See your Wisconsin Ford dealer.
Quartz takes a different approach to health insurance. We know every life well lived is a journey, and we're here to light the way at every step. That's why for 40 years, we've been alongside the doctors and hospitals who know what their communities need. Because they're a part of them. Because we're a part of them. There's a fire burning in all of us. Let's ignite it together. Quartz. Find your spark.
Stanton Optical believes eye care should be affordable. Right now, for only $135, you get 2 pairs of progressives, plus all this. All that costs over $200 everywhere else. Book your eye exam today. Stanton Optical, easy's our thing. Welcome to Too Good to Guess. Can you guess how much 2 pairs of progressives, a free eye exam, and anti-glare lens upgrade will cost at Stanton Optical? Only $135? Wow, a deal so good, every customer wins. Book your eye exam at Stanton Optical today.
Are record high energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today.
From our Dwellings family to yours, happy holidays.
Start your new day with the News 3 Now This Morning team, bringing you local breaking news, exploring all that makes our area special, and letting you know what to expect when you head out the door. The Emmy Award-winning News 3 Now This Morning, weekdays. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Authorities in New York are hunting for the gunman who fatally shot the CEO of United Healthcare outside a hotel in Midtown Manhattan.
And we want to warn you that video of the incident is disturbing. Bradley Blackburn reports.
The brazen attack on the CEO of United Healthcare was caught on security cameras outside the Midtown Hilton Hotel early Wednesday morning.
It appears the suspect was lying in wait for several minutes.
50-year-old Brian Thompson had served as the head of the largest private health insurance company in the country since 2021. Authorities say he was headed to the company's annual investor conference when the suspect, wearing a mask and carrying a gun with a silencer, approached him, shooting Thompson in the back and leg.
Every indication is that this was a premeditated, pre-planned, targeted attack.
The gunman could then be seen trying to unjam his gun before shooting again, then crossing the street. before fleeing uptown on a bike.
Based on the evidence we have so far, it does appear that the victim was specifically targeted.
Officials say Thompson, a married father of 2, was alone and did not have a security team with him. He was rushed to a hospital where he was later pronounced dead less than a half hour later.
It was shocked, because this is the first time I see crime.
This driver says he tried to capture a photo of the suspect after witnessing the incident.
I'm afraid that he could shoot me too.
The shooting took place hours ahead of the annual Christmas tree lighting in Rockefeller Center, triggering a massive police presence in the area.
It's always disconcerting when there's violence in a big city, but it doesn't scare me away from New York City.
Investigators are now combing through a cell phone recovered near the scene, along with other evidence to determine a motive. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
The next at 10, it can be a tough call for parents with kids who want smartphones and other connected devices for the holiday season. Experts say there is no magic wand age for a device. Doctors report that young children who get too much screen time too soon may not have time to develop crucial social and motor skills. Some adolescents with unchecked screen time struggle with mental health. That's why medical experts say parents should set guardrails, especially around a child's first device.
Slowly give them access to different features, functions, maybe turn on and off parental controls, and talk with them as they're getting used to the device.
Experts add that well-meaning family members who want to fulfill a child or teen's tech wish list should check with parents before giving that gift.
Well, we've all been there when it comes to having a mound of dirty laundry or dishes, but help with chores is on the way. Robotic engineers are testing out Neo at homes in Norway. The artificial intelligence-powered robot is 5.5 feet tall, weighs 66 pounds, and can walk or run. That's scary, depending on the task. Scientists say it can also learn by watching people.
You can actually teleport into your robot and do small things in your house that maybe you forgot to do, right? Like feed the cat or close the window.
Creators won't reveal a price tag for Neo, but say it will be similar to the cost of a mid-priced new car.
I'll pass. I don't need that thing watching me all day. Well, the high winds will stick with us throughout the night. Meteorologist Blaze Keller with more on the cold conditions for the rest of the week.
That is right. We are going to be dealing with those strong winds overnight as that Arctic air is going to be overhead tomorrow. But the good news is it moves out because we got to get back into not only those mid to low 40s, but also a few upper 40s to low 50s by Sunday. So if you don't like the cold weather, don't worry. We just have to get through truly tonight and tomorrow. And then we start to climb back into those warmer temperatures. As I said, getting to 50 by Sunday. Here's a look at the estimated snow accumulation over the last 24 hours. You can really see where some of those snow bands, a few snow squalls even kind of moved through the area where they dumped more or less about a ½ an inch to an inch or so in some spots of that kind of powdery light snow. Again, snow squalls, as we mentioned, they were possible today. We had a few, but they have since really wrapped up. Now we're just dealing with a few lingering flurries, mainly along the Wisconsin-Illinois border. But as that high pressure system moves in out of Canada, it's going to bring down cooler and drier air. High pressure systems tend to have a lot of sinking air in them, and that means that we see more sunshine because cloud cover, rain, and snow, it all is formed as air rises into the atmosphere. So if you have something that brings down sinking air, you see a little bit more sunshine. That's what we can expect as we go into your Thursday. However, as that high pressure system moves off towards the southeast by Friday, southerly winds take over. The atmosphere is a little bit more unstable, so we get more of that cloud cover as we go into not only your Friday, but also into your Saturday as well. But relatively speaking, probably going to see more partly sunny conditions than mostly cloudy and even overcast conditions Friday and Saturday. It's starting Sunday that our next system starts to move on in, and it's going to start to develop somewhere in this area off of the Rockies, just to the east of Wyoming. It's not a clipper system because it's not coming out of the northwest, but it's not necessarily a Colorado low because it's not forming in the Colorado, Oklahoma, Texas panhandle area. But it's maybe a little bit more Colorado low than clipper. And so it's going to be taking this green path. If we wanted more accumulating snow, we'd want it to be a little further south. So maybe this is some good news for folks who don't like the cold and don't want any more snow, because it's going to bring temperatures back up into those upper 40s, if not the low 50s by Sunday afternoon. But as quickly as we warm up, we cool on down. By Tuesday, we're back into those 30s. So it'll most likely be breezy as we go into your Monday and Tuesday of next week, because we got to move out that warmer air mass and replace it with a more seasonal one within just a couple of days. And that's typically when we get breezy conditions, where we're moving a air mass into or out of an area very quickly. So tomorrow will be breezy. We got to bring in some of that cooler air. We'll be about 10 or so degrees below average. We should be in the mid-30s. We'll be in more or less the low to mid-20s. But take a look at that 10-day forecast. We're back into the upper 30s by Saturday, mid to upper 40s to low 50s Sunday, 40s into Monday. We'll be dealing with some rain showers Sunday and Monday, and then that rain-snow mix as temperatures cool on down as we go into your Tuesday, and we remain dry for the most part to round out next week.
All right, Blaze, thank you. The Milwaukee Bucks returned to television Wisconsin tonight. They took on the Atlanta Hawks on Channel 3.2. This was the first of 5 Bucks games you'll be able to watch for free over the air outside of Milwaukee this season, again on 3.2.
And coming up in sports, it was a historic night on the ice for a former Badger. The honor Brianna Decker took home is next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Join Dr. Ashish M. Raval on December 5th at 5:30 p.m. to learn about the causes of shoulder pain and pain relief options. To register for the free online educational talk, visit stoughtonhealth.com and click on classes and events.
When you want to make junk disappear, leave it where it is. 1-800-GOT-JUNK is full-service junk removal. I've got a partner who lives down the street from you, and we're anxious to come to your rescue. All you have to do is point. Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Think all Medicare plans are the same? Think again. A Medicare Advantage plan from Dean Health Plan gives you the benefits you need with premiums as low as $0 a month. Medical, hospital, and prescription drug coverage comes with $0 copays for primary care doctor visits. And extra benefits can help you save even more. Get preventive and comprehensive dental, $250 for eyewear, and $750 for hearing aids. Plus, you can save on over-the-counter health and wellness items. All this and free fitness memberships at more than 25,000 locations. Call 1-888-296-4080 today to get your free Dean Health Plan Medicare Advantage Guide. That's 1-888-296-4080. Dean Health Plan. Right here with you.
Score the lowest prices of the year right now at Brothers Main's Black Friday sale. You won't find lower prices anywhere. And enjoy our free delivery. Shop family-owned Brothers Main's low price guarantee on brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, and Amana. Feel like family. Brothers Main.
You don't need to battle addiction alone. Contact the great people at Wood Violet Recovery today. You could be on your way to recovery the same day. Wood Violet Recovery works with a wide range of insurance networks, so a large portion of your treatment may be covered. Wood Violet Recovery will create the treatment plan that best suits your needs. Unlike other rehab facilities, phones and laptops are welcome. Today may feel dark, but there's a brighter tomorrow. Contact Wood Violet Recovery now.
I was an occupational therapist and I had lost my position. I was able to just go the next day, oh well, I can dash. I love it for the freedom. I can schedule myself. Also, dashing just gives you a sense of purpose. Having portable benefits would be really awesome for me because I could use them to help cover my vision, copays, and adding to my 401k. And I could continue to build that till I retire.
Join Dr. Ashish M. Raval on December 5th at 5:30 p.m. to learn about the causes of shoulder pain and pain relief options. To register for the free online educational talk, visit stoughtonhealth.com and click on classes and events.
The list of accomplishments on Brianna Decker's resume is a mile long. She was a 3-time All-American at Wisconsin, where she won the Patty Kazmaier Award and an NCAA championship. She's a member of the UW Hall of Fame, and tonight she joined another exclusive club, becoming the first Badger women's hockey player to be inducted into the USA Hockey Hall of Fame. And this was a no-brainer. On the world stage, Decker skated in 147 games for Team USA, competing in 3 Winter Olympics, where she won a gold and 2 silvers.
Biggest thing I'm really proud of, I mean, she did it on her own. I mean, she was competitive. She's, you know, probably one of the most competitive players that I ever played with. She made people around her better. She wanted to win. She wanted to win at a high level, and she brought everybody along with that same passion.
Last season was one to remember for Sarah Franklin. She was nominated for an ESPY and was named the National and Big Ten Player of the Year. The scary part, she's even better this season. And the conference has noticed, tabbing Frank the Tank their Player of the Year for the 2nd straight year. She's the first Badger to go back-to-back in that category, and it's safe to say her teammates are glad she's on their team.
I mean, it's insane for her to do that, especially just everything that she's been going through, the growth as not only a person but a volleyball player, and all the work that she's put in to make that happen. I mean, I'm insanely proud of her. I love her as a person and a volleyball player, and I'm happy that she's been here and I've been able to play alongside her and watch her grow.
Well, Franklin wasn't the only one honored by the conference. Charlie Furbringer and Lola Schumacher were named to the all-freshman team, while Anna Smrek joined Franklin on the all-Big Ten first team. Wisconsin hosts Fairfield in the first round of the NCAA tournament tomorrow night at 7. Another day, another Badger announcing that he's leaving the football program. The latest is Tretch Kekahuna. During his 2 seasons in Madison, the sophomore wideout caught 29 passes for 403 yards and 2 touchdowns. James Thompson Jr. also entered the transfer portal, bringing the total to 12 since the season ended. And the Bucks hosting the Hawks on a back-to-back night for Milwaukee. Early first quarter, Brooke Lopez saves it. The ball finds Giannis, and he knows what to do with it. The two-handed slam, part of a 31-point, 11-rebound performance. But the Hawks would go on and get the win, 119-104. And just a reminder to check out this week's Wisconsin Huddle. Carter Gilmore stops by to preview Saturday's I-94 rivalry with Marquette. Show airs at 6:30 on Friday, right here on News 3 Now. We're back after this.
Hey babe, what's a 5-letter word that starts with PH and ends with NE?
James, have you tried the 4 free phone flakes?
Dad, 4 free phones.
4 free phones?
Thanks. Choose 4 free phones and 4 lines for $90 a month. No trade-in needed. U.S. Cellular.
Quartz takes a different approach to health insurance. We know every life well lived is a journey, and we're here to light the way at every step. That's why for 40 years, we've been alongside the doctors and hospitals who know what their communities need, because they're a part of them, because we're a part of them. There's a fire burning in all of us. Let's ignite it together. Quartz. Find your spark.
The holidays come but once a year, and Masterforce is here to spread some cheer. With drivers and drills and blades and bits, from sanders and saws to power tool kits. Menards has the value in savings, of course. Shop tools and accessories from Masterforce. Find great stocking stuffers and gifts at Menards. Plus, don't forget about gift cards. Hurry now for deals on Masterforce. Available at Menards, the best tool source.
Don't let an appliance breakdown break you down. Shop Brothers Main's super in-stock selection from brands like GE Appliances with support stirred into every purchase. Whether replacing or remodeling, we've got you covered. Brothers Main. Feel like family.
It's that time of year again to get the Honda of your dreams during Happy Honda Days, where you'll find great offers on a sporty new Civic, spirited Accord, fun-to-drive HRV, and versatile CRV. So don't wait. Turn your holiday dreams into reality with a new Honda named KBB.com's best value brand. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
At Spectrum, we believe every day unlocks unlimited possibilities to bring you closer to the people and places you love. Spectrum transforms your gaming experience into a galaxy of adventures. And with the fastest, most reliable internet, you're always front row to the entertainment you love, no matter where you are. Get Spectrum Internet Premier for $30 per month when bundled plus a 3-year price guarantee. Call 1-833-440-0029. Spectrum Internet puts streaming live TV, sports, and popular apps all at your fingertips.
After careful review of medical guidance and research on pain relief, my recommendation is simple. Every home should have Salon Paws. Powerful, yet non-addictive. Targeted and long-lasting. I recommend Salon Paws. It's good medicine.
US Cellular has the incredible new iPhone 16 Pro, the first iPhone built for Apple Intelligence. Spread the word.
And don't forget camera control. It'll blow you away.
Get the new iPhone 16 Pro on us. No trade-in needed. US Cellular, built for us.
Need help with a consumer issue? Contact News 3 Now's Call for Action.
Tonight,
sue me for giving you something to talk about on a talk show.
Colbert's All New with Anderson Cooper and Andy Cohen. CBS tonight.
Finally tonight, Taylor Swift was crowned Spotify's global top artist for the second year in a row. Her music had more than 26 billion global streams. Fans couldn't get enough of the Tortured Poets department, which also topped the list of most streamed albums.
As for songs, Sabrina Carpenter's Espresso topped the list, followed by Benson Boone's Beautiful Things and Billie Eilish's Birds of a Feather. Let's go back to Blaze. One final check of the forecast and the chill out there.
Yes, especially tomorrow morning. It may feel like it's about 10 to 20 degrees below zero, right around 6 through 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. So just keep that in mind. Make sure that you are dressing not only yourself, but the kids warm as well as they're heading off to school. But we will see more sunshine as the day goes on. Keep in mind, winds are still going to be breezy out of the northwest throughout your Thursday. So it is certainly going to feel a little bit cooler than our actual air temperatures. But the real warmth arrives as we look to end the weekend. Upper 30s to low 40s on Saturday, upper 40s to low 50s possible on Sunday. We maybe see some isolated rain showers Sunday and Monday, but then we see a rain-snow mix on Tuesday when our temperatures come back to feeling like December, and we'll hang out in the 30s to round out next week.
That is quite a roller coaster.
It's all over the place.
Yeah, it is.
And I don't
looks like a big mess.
Yes.
Blaze, thanks. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 10.
Have a good night, everybody. We'll see you back here tomorrow.